Hello, hello. My name is Jasmine, and I am coming on intentionally every day with this devotional book. It says 365 Daily Devotions. It's titled A Little God Time for Women. I have in the description box a link where you can buy books like this and other emotional or spiritual, rather, support. And I'll tell you now, it's christianbooks.com. I've been shopping there for years. Totally recommend it. And it's more than Bibles, blankets, homeschooling materials, even. So check that out. I think in the beginning of today, I woke up and took a peek at what the title was. And honestly, I didn't want to do what I did today. I expected to stay in bed. Well, not stay in bed, but not wake up at 8 in the morning and travel and do stuff that I didn't plan to do. I'll add that caveat. I expected to sleep until I naturally woke up and breakfast, do some cleaning, and not by myself either. So we were going to be cleaning here. And that was about it, my whole plan. And yesterday, my son reminded me that every other Saturday, well, this Saturday, next Saturday, and the February schedule is off. But Saturday Academy is 9 to 12. So that was how my day started. But I took a peek at the title of today's reading, and the morning happened. So I'm actually doing this at the end of the day, and the word compassion gives me the incentive to pray for compassion toward myself, thanking God for compassion. And then I also threw in to my prayer time, God, help me be compassionate toward others. I don't think there's any right particular order for that, but I'm interested in what the actual reading has to offer us. So, beginning with the general passage for January, you are intimately aware of me, Lord. You read my heart like an open book, and you know all the words I'm about to speak before I even start a sentence. You know every step I will take before my journey even begins. Psalm 139, verse 3 and 4. And that's in the TPT version. January 6th. We are almost through with the first complete week of 2024. Compassion. Advertisers know your secret. They know the sight of a lost puppy, starving child, or grieving mother tugs at something deep inside your female heart, giving you a powerful desire to do something, anything. They're counting on it. When we accepted Christ, He gave us His Holy Spirit. We became aware. When we accepted Christ and He gave us His Holy Spirit, we became aware of His heart. Specifically, we became aware of what breaks His heart. The more in tune we are with Him, the more those things break our own hearts. Jesus was pretty clear. Feed my sheep, He commanded. His actions said the same. He fed them by the thousands. He wept for Lazarus' sisters in their grief. He wept for those who did not recognize Him. He wept for us. He took on our burden of sin, the full weight of it, so we might live and know His heart. The verse says, share each other's burdens, and in this way, obey the law of Christ. Galatians chapter 6, verse 2, NLT version. What breaks your heart? To answer that briefly, I would just say deception. Anytime I'm deceived, being deceived even with a lie of omission, or especially, I would say a big word I've learned, over the years is disillusionment. And the basic explanation for that is that disillusionment is when you've been in a narrative, reality looks this way. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And then what you learn, or that betrayal, the revelation of that deception, breaks your brain and your soul is fractured because you're rewriting all of that history and questioning everything and doubting everything and wondering what was real, what happened, where did I believe wrong, who said what. It's a very, very, very confusing tornado in your mind and heart to rectify what was real or not, because a deep enough or long enough deception can really manipulate you into an entire reality that may have some very incorrect parts. I'll say it like that. So for me, what breaks my heart, to give a quick answer instead of a list, we all have many things that hurt. I'd say dishonesty. Do you find yourself aching at the sight of a motherless child, a homeless mother, a homeless person, a neglected animal? Yeah. How can you act on this compassion and obey the Lord? I can confess I had a struggle with discernment the other day, and it wasn't instinctually or initially selfish, but at the point where I knew it was outright selfishness, I was like, oh, and I ran back and corrected myself. And in the moments of uncertainty for myself, considering what was the best or correct course of action, my son actually behaved in the most compassionate way, or more quickly than I did, or with more compassion than I had made my decision to. So it was a beautiful moment to see my son being so good, so to speak. Yeah, so take this reading into consideration, and bless you, and the big and small ways throughout your life on a day-to-day basis. How can you show compassion to others? I'm not a child, but I am a child of God. So God bless you. Continue tuning into these videos and subscribe so we can keep growing in life and with God.